We're going to get started. Most everybody's wrapping up. If you don't know me, my name is Greg Kerskeeter. I'm the Senior Associate Athletic Director. Jim is sick. He came down with something on Sunday night and still not feeling well, so he asked me to take the microphone. Certainly make sure that you all know how much we appreciate your support and how happy we are that you are here with us. This spring, in true OCU fashion, we kind of came away disappointed. We only won conference championship. What's wrong with us? However, that said, the first individual I'm going to bring up is going to be Matt Aguero to tell us about the track and field national finals and give us a little bit of good news on the national front. So, Matt.
Well, we just finished up November 18th was our cross-country national championship. Like Greg said, we both our men and women won the conference championship in early November. I think we had all 7 guys. So the way cross-country works, if you're not familiar with the scoring, if you finish in first place, you get 1 point, second place, 2 points. And you count your top 5, and you can run 7. So at the conference meet, our top 7 men were all conference. And we did the top 15, we had 6 women. We were excited about that. Heading into the national meet, we felt pretty good that we had a chance to win it on both sides. Our women finished 3rd, and both our men and women finished 3rd overall. The women's side was really, really close. We lost by about 28 points in the first place. So 28 points in a cross-country meet with about 350 runners isn't very much. So it's, if we had 5 people get 5 places up, or 1 person run really well, that would have made a difference. We had 3 All-Americans on the men's side. Mark Shaw won the national championship. He won by about 10 seconds. Ran a really smart race. He didn't take the lead until about 2K to go, an 8K race. So it was a pretty good run for him. He showed a lot of patience. Max Mill finished 20th, and Oscar Kikoros was our 3rd runner. He finished 25th. So top 30 are All-Americans. And all 3 of those guys are sophomores. So we're excited for where we're going to be in the future. On the women's side, Amanat Olawura, who's won about every race she ran in, won again. She had the national record last year. This course was a little tougher than last year's course, so her time wasn't quite as fast, but she was the first runner to ever break 17 minutes on that course. And there's been some pretty good runners on that, so we're pretty proud of that. She won by about 30 seconds. Dominated the race from the beginning. We had another All-American in that race too, Lydia Mato. She finished 4th. She ran so smart. Got into about 2nd place with about 200 meters to go, and there's a short hill, and it looked like a bear on her back or something, or she got ran over by a truck. She was in slow motion. I thought for a second we were going to go 1-2 in that race, but she ran really well. We were hoping for a top 10 finish for her, and she got 4th. So she'll be back next year, and I think she'll have a chance to hopefully win the individual title. But that was the first time in about 30 years that the same university had individual champions on both the men and women's side. So it was a pretty cool day for us. Now we've taken a little time off, but we're preparing for our indoor season, which starts January 20th. We'll be competing at an indoor meet at the University of Oklahoma. So, any questions? Okay, thank you.
So before we move on to our next coach to come up and have a chat with you, we do have an announcement that I don't know if you've seen on our website, but with St. Gregory shutting down, it provided an opportunity for Oklahoma City University to revamp and bring back to life our stunt program. If you're not familiar with stunt, it's basically cheerleading geared toward a specific series of events that the teams go on the mat at the same time. They perform the set of skills side by side, and they're scored out. So it's more of a true competition of membership versus membership. It's pretty interesting to watch. So we're going to try and bring our stunt program back up to speed. And one of the things that St. Gregory's provided us was a coach who's had a lot of experience. So we welcome aboard Mandy Brzezinski. Right. Mandy was able to bring a few of the St. Greg's athletes that got displaced over to Oklahoma City. So if you could please stand, tell us your name and where you're from and what your major is. Welcome to Oklahoma City University.
So I'm Michael White. I'm a psychology major. Oh, I'm from Morgantown, West Virginia.
My name is Carly Hensley. I'm an exercise science major, and I'm from Midwest City, Oklahoma.
Obviously, we are in the start of conference play for the basketball program, so we'll start with Coach Overton and get an update from the women's program.
All right, thanks again, everybody coming out. Real quickly, we're 9-2 on the season. Played a really tough schedule. And the other thing with that is I think we've played 3 home games, 2 non-league and 1 league. So even last year with the player of the year in the country and the point guard we had, if you'd have told me you're 9-2, 3-0 in the league, we would have taken it and gone on vacation. So for this team to do what they've done, we have a point guard that's injured. We're playing a freshman at her spot, and everybody else has just kind of raised their game. Just really proud of where they are right now. It's just been really interesting the way the schedule has fallen. Last week we had to play at John Brown on Saturday, and you know, a lot of times you can watch your team as they're stretching, as they're shooting, and you know, before practice, and you can kind of read their faces. And you know, usually you get to know them, and usually every day, with you know, when you have 12 or 13 people that you're dealing with, every day there's something going on with one of them, and you can see that. So you know that, boy, I better leave this one alone. Focus over here. Well, because of our student athletes that we have, you know, these kids really do a good job in the classroom. It's important to them. As you know, we're in finals this week. So on Saturday, I'm watching our team warm up and get ready to play John Brown, who's a top 3 team in our league. And it was one of those deals where it wasn't just one of them, it was 12 of them. And they were freaking out because everything, the tests were on their mind. You know, this test, I got this test this week, I got this paper due, I got all this stuff due. So you know, usually you go in and your talk is about, this is what how we're gonna guard an on-ball screen, this is what we're gonna do on offense, this is what we have to guard. Well, my whole pregame talk was about, look, I know you guys got tests coming up, that's why you're here, but we need to take 2 hours off. Let's take 2 hours off and go on a little trip here and play a game and have some fun. And then when that game's over, get your computer back out, get your papers out, and you can get ready to freak out next week. And they did. They pushed that away. We beat a really good team at John Brown on Saturday, which put us at 3-0 in the league. And pretty much, you know, when you start out with 3 road games out of 4 on the road, it kind of has us in the driver's seat right now. And we got a game at Baycombe this weekend, and then we have about a 2-week break. So really excited about getting to this game Saturday, getting these tests over, and getting to this break. And this is a good team. I know I see a lot of the familiar faces. I'm really glad that you guys are here and that you come. Really proud of this team. And I just hope that you'll, find a friend, find somebody, and come watch these guys play, because this team has a chance to be really good. I don't know nationally. We're 8th in the country right now. I think we're in the middle of it. I'm not quite sure about the California teams and the Kentucky teams and people that we haven't seen. But from what happened last year and the people I saw, I think we're in the middle of this thing. And we just got to keep getting better, keep getting better. I think we have the players to do it. We're getting some people off of injury that are coming back. And we're adding a new one at semester that I think is going to help us. So I like where our team is. I like where we are. And what I want to do, instead of keep talking, I want to answer about 4 or 5 questions. Because a lot of times I start talking and then you guys go, well, I didn't want to hear about that. So I'm going to take about 4 or 5 questions. I know we're going to get to Vinay. If you have not seen our men's team play, I saw one of the, can you say dangest games I've ever seen Saturday. One of our players had 40-something, one of their players had 30-something. Everybody was making shots, making plays, went into overtime. If you haven't seen them play, we got to get out and see them too. So real quickly, hit me with some questions. Yes, sir. You in the middle row right there.
Your girl from Ada, did you recruit her or your mother recruit her?
My mom had a lot to do with that. Peyton Taylor's a freshman for us. She's starting at point guard, and her natural position is a wing. But she's so skilled with the ball. With our injuries we've had at the point, we've had to stick her in there. And if she's not doing what she's doing, we're not 9-2, no way. She's really done a great job. And she doesn't really play that spot. So getting Michaela back, I think we're going to be able to move her away a little bit more. And it's going to make our team better. And Peyton has really made our team better. Yes, right there in the middle table right there. Yes, sir. You had a question? You had a question in the middle table?
What is your record?
We're 9-2 overall, 3-0 in the league. Got a game Saturday. Megan,
When is your next home game?
In January. We're going to come back in January. Our schedule for everybody, we hadn't played a lot of home games, but this league schedule is front heavy. Literally 2 games a week in January are at home. We're going to play a lot of home games because at the end the schedule turns the other way. I think we play 6 or 7 on the road. So we got to make some hay in January. We got to make some hay and get ready for those road trips. Anything else?
What kind of injury does Michaela have?
Michaela had her knee scoped. Michaela's a huge part of our team. She's the general, the quarterback. She's got a specific skill where she can get the ball where it's supposed to get, and she can make open shots. So not having her at full speed has driving me nuts, really, because with her you can literally just give her an outline and go get it. With Peyton being a freshman, it's literally every move. Peyton, here's what we're doing. Here's what we're doing. Here's what we're doing. It's wearing me out. It's wearing me out. Anything else? Thanks for coming. Really appreciate you guys. I got to get to practice.
Thank you. Go stack the hay. Get me in the barn.
We'll need a lot of it.
So as Coach finished up with there, January 4th is our next men's and women's basketball game at home. That's at 6, and 7:45 is the announced time, but it's 6 until they finish, and then 20 minutes of warm up, and then the men can take the floor. So come at 6, stay till it's over. That's the easiest way to go. So I guess Within his commentary, I got to throw out a bit of a shout out to Orthopedic Associates, Dr. Keene. They are our orthopedic oversight group and sports medicine group that help us a lot. His injuries they went through, they're getting ready to come back. So we hit them early, hit them well, and now we look to have them return for all conference play through the second half of the season. So thank you. Other things happening, obviously baseball, softball will be getting fired up in January. Their first games will be early February. If you haven't been by, the softball fence is taking shape nicely, so that project that we took to Sports Spectacular last year is coming together, so that's a good, not just baseball. Wrestling, the men's program has the OCU duels, 9 teams?
10.
10. Okay, so 10 teams. And if you've never been to a duel, that means that a team wrestles the full squad of another team, and then they rotate to the next mat and take on the next school, and then the next mat and take on the next school. So our men will be in action December 17th at our place. So come out to the Freedy Center and see the men's program. Women's program, Matt, what's next for you?
National duels in Indiana.
And when's that?
5th and the 6th.
And then we have the WCWA late February?
February 9th and 10th.
February 9th and 10th, early February. So for the women's program, national tournament will be at our place February 9th and 10th, so you can come out and see the women's program. So next one up, Vinay Patel, the men's basketball coach. I'll give you a rundown of our men's program.
I don't have quite near the energy that Bo did. A little bit under the weather the past couple of days, so I'll apologize ahead of time. Brought Terrence Bonhomme with me. Go ahead and stand up there just for a quick second. I'll get you here in a second. Fifth-year senior for us. I want to talk about him just in a second. We had a great week last week. Beat number 7 in the country and previously unbeaten USAO on Wednesday at home. And then we flipped around and beat John Brown at John Brown on Saturday, a game Bo was talking about. And very interesting game. We were down 12-2 to open the game. I think they scored 14 in the first 3 minutes of the game. Rydell Kamage for us had 42 that game. He scored 18 of our first 20. So he had a very, very good night for us scoring-wise. The neat thing about that is you know, I've had Terrence for 3 years. I've had Lou Dunbar for 3 years. We've seen Terrence score 38 in a game already this year. Lou Dunbar scored 50 in a game last year. And during the game, I mean, one of the first things I hear Terrence tell Rydell after his hot start was, "Have you ever had 40 in a night before? Because I'm going to make sure you get it." And that just kind of tells you the unselfishness of our team. And I thought we lost that a little bit when we lost a couple games. You know, I was very disappointed in our team losing at MacU. We only had 6 assists for the entire game. And I told that team after the game that's the most selfish I'd seen our team play this season. We had been averaging 17, 18 assists per game, which was one of the best in the country. And that just tells you how well we share the basketball. And so it was nice to see us get back to that last week. And I thought that's why we had the success we had again this past week. So we're currently 8-2, 2-1 in conference. Lost our first one to MacU and then bounced back and beat USAO and John Brown. And then we'll finish up Saturday at Bacone to hopefully close this semester out. And depending on when grades are posted, we've got some additional help coming. We've had Eric McCollum, who's a big kid, 6'8", 230 for us. He's been practicing with us all semester. And it's just as soon as grades post, we get a chance to get him back. And then Will Robinson, who's a transfer that's in from Chicago, 6'4", wing from us. Same thing with him. As soon as our grades post, then he's cleared by Kelly Perry back there for them to compete. We're hoping it's by Saturday. If not, then it'll be the first game back in January. So I see our team getting deeper, and that's the thing that's exciting is I thought we played really well this past week, and it showed what our team's capable of doing. And that's still without 2 guys that can really help us this year. We're scoring 96 a game right now, which is top 10 in the country. Our team can just flat out score, and I'm trying to convince them to play a little bit more defense. It's been very challenging so far this season, and Terrence can tell you that's where my passion lies as a coach, is on that end of the floor. So I'm still trying to convince them, hey, if we get a few more stops on defense, that 96 all of a sudden goes to 106. So I'm trying to trick them a little bit by saying, hey, if you guard a little bit, we could score a little bit more. So it's been a fun team to coach. Been very pleased with the group so far. Very low maintenance, and that kind of leads into Terrence real quick. He scored his 1,000th point at OCU in November against Randall, at Randall. Terrence has been a fifth-year senior for us. Been here for 5 years. He was in the Army before coming here. Coach Phelps recruited him out of the Army straight to here, so he came in as an older kid. Freshman of the year when he was a freshman. Start of his sophomore year, blows his ACL 2 games in. When I get here, he's a redshirt sophomore. And I really don't know much about him. I don't know much about anybody when I first took the team, but crazy me just moves him to the wing. I think he played a lot of point guard before I got here. That year he scored 16 in games, honorable mention All-American. And so, phenomenal start with me. He's been very low maintenance. He makes my job a lot easier. I was talking to Coach Denny before we even started today, and you guys would be amazed how little of coaching we get to do each day because we're dealing with so much other stuff every day. But Terrence, I don't have to deal with anything. He's self-sufficient. He's already graduated. He got his degree last May in criminal justice. He's going to have a master's in criminology this May. We're having to stretch that out because he could actually complete it by now probably too, but we have to keep him in classes so he can keep playing for us. But as a junior last year, he was on pace to be an All-American again. Blows his ACL the first week of January. I keep reminding him of that because we were 13-1, and I always blame it on him. I said, hey, you would have had different if your old body could hold up. So he was at about 17 a game last year, Terrence, when he got hurt. He was at 19, and he got hurt and only had 8 points when he got hurt, so it dropped his average. So he was mad about that. But we got him back, came back from that. He was preseason All-American this year in Street and Smith magazine. I could go on and on about him. He's a special kid. He's one of those where you say, hey, I've probably learned more from him than he has from me. So I want to present him with this ball. He has no clue I'm doing this. He's meant a lot to us. I know he's still got a lot to prove this year. I will say one thing about Saturday. If you had ever told me he'd hit 0 field goals and we'd win, I'd have called you a liar. He went 0 for 11 on Saturday. He calls it the curse of playing the point guard for me. We had to move him out of position, but that just tells you he does everything you ask for him to do. He represents our university really well. I know a lot of us at times, Kelly included, Jim, we call on him for all kinds of things for our program and our university, and he always does a great job to represent us. So I want to do something for him for scoring his 1,000th point, just to say thanks for everything he's done and give him a little bit of acknowledgement today. So thank you, Terrence. All right, anyone got any questions or anything like that?
What are we ranked this week?
What are we at, 21 or 23? 23, Rich has got it back there. We're at 23. I'm sure with the wins we had last week, if we can somehow win on Saturday at John Brown, we'll be moving back up in a hurry, I would hope, with those wins. But need to go get a big one on Saturday, and then we can improve in that category. Any other questions?
Next home game in January.
Next home game in January. This team's played a lot of road games as well, just like Bo's. Some of our hardest games already have been on the road. One of our biggest games early was at Langston. They were nationally ranked, and we went over there and beat them. And it's been a really, really fun semester and challenging semester. We put a challenging schedule in front of these guys on purpose, and it's because I thought we had a chance to be pretty good this year. How good, I still don't know. And I keep telling these guys, the good thing is we haven't hit as high as what I think we can so far as a basketball team, but that's good because I never want to do that until middle of January to February anyways. I want to peak around that time as a team, and I still see a lot of room for improvement. The good thing is, and we talked about this in film yesterday, we don't see a lot of big things we need to still fix. We think we're down to some minor things that we can continue to clean up, and if we keep doing that, we got a lot of room to improve, and being 8-2 right now, that's a good sign that we still got some things to improve and to get even better. So, any other questions?
Who do you think is going to be the top 4?
At this stage, I don't know. You know, we've seen kind of some crazy things all over. There's only 2 unbeaten teams in our league already. It's already down to just 2 after, you know, only playing 2 or 3 games each. So, very challenging league. I see everyone beating up on each other, and the main thing that I always preach to these guys is, hey, we got to take care of business at home and steal a few on the road where we can. And if we continue to do that this year, then hopefully we find ourselves in the top 4. Any other questions? All right, thank you guys.
Okay, so to kind of wrap up,
You're 6'5".
J.R. Holmes, he has been at OCU for a long, long time. And we're fortunate to have him on the board of trustees and be the athletics representative off the board of trustees. And J.R. got with President Henry and got hold of me with the Hall of Fame committee. And they said, we need to get Jim Abbott put into the Oklahoma City University Hall of Fame. Jim's been the NAI National Athletic Director twice. He has done a lot of great things for the athletic department over his tenure. So when they brought that to me, I took it to the committee and everybody just went, yeah. So we were able to keep that quiet, and so a lot of you may not have gotten the announcement, but we were going to do that, and that was fully intentional that we wanted to catch Jim off guard. And I think we did a pretty good job, because if you have not gone to our website, is it still up? Okay. If you're not going to our website, go to OCUsports.com and watch the presentation and acceptance speech. It was a pretty good one. So anytime that you get 2 broken sentences out of a guy and he was moved by it, it was fun. And I'm honored to work for him. I'm honored to work with him, and it was fun for me to put that together. So other people that I have to call out is obviously Kelly Perry, who helps me an immense amount with our events, special events and athletic events. Rich Tortorelli, who gets all of our stuff up on the web, his assistant Josh, and Tony, who every day is helping everybody in the department. So our coaching staff is a fantastic group to work with, and I'm honored and privileged to be a part of it. 2 other individuals that never get to come to this I have to mention are Emily Carnes and Randall Snyder. They're our athletic trainers, so they're the ones that are the primaries on trying to get all of our kids to stay out on the field and competing. I have a portion of that in my job as far as athletic training goes, but they're really the people in the trench really trying to get those kids taped together and put back out, so I need to call them. So that, enough said. Again, remember December 17th, wrestling. January 4th is basketball. Those are the next 2 events coming up. Cheerleading and dance will have competitions coming up in February. Those will be the first opportunities for you to come out and see those groups. So keep checking OCsports.com.